In one single week this spring, 3 different Canadian courts and tribunals, the Federal Court twice, and the Ontario Capital Markets Tribunal, all caught the same problem in filings in front of them. Case laws that did not exist. This is according to the Federal Court decisions and a tracking database run by courtready.ca. One of these cases even had an AI suggesting a lawyer accused opposing counsel of contempt of court. Let's get into it. Now, let's look at the timeline. Here's what happened. In order. May 20th, 2026. The Ontario Capital Markets Tribunal, in a securities matter, flagged a citation in a simple filing that simply could not be found anywhere. Not misquoted, not slightly wrong, but just unfindable. The tribunal noted it directly in its decision. Then, May 21st, 2026, the very next day, 2 federal court decisions came down, both flagging the same issue. The first, an immigration case, the court identified 6 fictitious citations in the submissions, 6 cases that were cited as an authority, and 6 cases that simply do not exist in Canadian law. The second, on the same day, a tax dispute with the Canada Revenue Agency. This one goes further than a bad citation. The AI tool didn't just invent case law, it suggested as a legal strategy, alleging that the opposing counsel was in contempt of court. That's not a hallucinated case. That is actually a hallucinated strategy built on nothing that a lawyer then put in front of a judge. 3 tribunals, 2 days, same underlying problem. Why does this actually matter? Here's the part I actually want you to sit with. Individually, any one of these might look as an isolated slip. Together, they show something else. This isn't confined to one area of law. This isn't confined to just one type of court, which would be the federal court, the securities tribunal, immigration law, tax law. There are 3 different complete areas of practice of law, 3 complete different fact and patterns, and the same failure mode in a span of just a few days. And the tax case is the one which is the really concerning for any practicing lawyers, because it's not just a citation problem, it's a strategy problem. Up until now, we have discussed to verify only citations, but AI did not only hallucinate a citation this time. An entire legal theory that sounded plausible enough that someone put it in a filing. That's a step beyond. The AI made up, then an AI making up a case name. So let's take away some practical points from this whole incident, and let's make something useful out of it. So number 1, don't just verify citations, verify strategy as well. Up until now, I have always spoken about verifying citations. Now, please check the strategy and procedural law. If an AI tool suggests a legal argument, motion, or an allegation, you wouldn't have the thought of yourself. That's exactly the moment to slow down and not speed up. Novel sounding strategies may or may not be right. 2, no practice area is safe. This isn't a personal injury lawyers could use AI carelessly problem or immigration lawyers under volume and pressure problem. This is a very big issue and a very big failure. So please be very careful of what you are doing when using artificial intelligence, because nobody is immune from presenting anything wrong in tribunals or courts. Number 3, an allegation against opposing counsel is a landmine. Artificial intelligence generated or not, if you are tempted to allege contempt, misconduct, or bad faith against any other lawyer, that is something to always be mindful of and check before, and use your own judgment before you actually put it in front of the court. So AI suggestions have to be fully corrected, have to be fully verified in all different senses and hemispheres before actually using them. Number 4, These clusters are becoming visible to people, and people are tracking them. Databases like Court Readies are cross-referencing every Canadian decision that flags a fictitious citation. That means patterns like these three tribunal weeks are now discoverable, and now it also means that every filing you make is potentially part of a public database data set. If something goes wrong, you will be notified, or you might get in trouble. Number 5. Different tribunals, same standard. Whether it's the federal court, immigration matter, or in front of an immigration judge, a tax matter, or a securities tribunal, none of them are grading artificial intelligence assisted work on a curve. The expectation is the same. Everywhere that you file, you are responsible for your work. None of these cases, the 3 individually broke any record, but that's exactly why it matters, and why that this is all becoming just a pattern. And it's becoming more frequent that people are misusing AI or just generating content which is not true or anything. So it's really to cut time or even corners, be very careful. I think the court regulators have become very smart, and they are also using different tools to assess if everything is correct and in point. And I believe that we as lawyers should be very, very careful of what we use. And I am going to be linking all the cases below of the sources which I read to make the script for this video. And please check them out, and do let me know of what is your thoughts on this, and do let me know if I can make any other similar videos of such matters. And definitely I will link courtready.ca, which is a fictitious citation tracker, so you could also try using that and see if it works for you. I have personally not used it. I will use it and try to make a review video for that as well. Thank you.